Don't mind the smushy sound of the walking. It's a little moist outside, but I'm walking now. And I thought I might as well record this because I always have constant 24/7 information flowing through me. But, it's not like I just walk around with that stuff in my head, constantly reminding myself of it, because it's there, so I don't have to. I was telling my mom earlier that when I try to meditate or something like that, now it's like all this monumental information is there, so I almost don't want to meditate because I don't want to take the time away from keeping the information or putting it down so people can hear it when they're ready to listen. But instead of that, I realized that, right there, I lose where when I try to focus it on what exact one topic that I want to talk about, that's where I get a little bit tied up because I have all the things in my head at one time. Like, when I say all the things, it's not a joke, but it sounds so weird for anyone to really understand what that means. Like, it's hard to keep your mind off of one thing. What if your mind is all things? And it is. And you actually have tapped into when you use it like that. And you keep trying to play your ego to make others happy or to at least be in a world, because no one's going to understand you if you just go all of a sudden just boop, I don't speak languages, I just stare at the air and laugh and smile at everything and look like a little baby grabbing stuff and knocking it together because I'm just clueless. It's not like that. It's one of those things where you go from past experience or just sensation of, does that feel right or does that feel wrong? Will that hurt me? Will that not? If you don't know, you take it slowly and you try it out. You don't just dive into things. You don't you don't see what other people don't like and rebel against it or try to prove your side. You see their side of it. You take a little bit longer to understand their reasoning. You don't just go, this is what I want and I do it. And that's what I was trying to get at, I guess, when I first started saying this. But if I get lost in a lot of these talks, I might not even, these are the ones I don't end up putting out. But it's because I said so much. I always say so much to people. When I try to record them afterwards, it's nothing, because how are you supposed to recall the whole damn sentence or the whole conversation for like 15 minutes and then try to sum it up and record it again? I mean, it's impossible. But it's one of those things where, that's one of the things I said to my mom that I wanted to remember, is that we tell ourselves things so many times or we've been told so much by other people, that when somebody says it simply, it sounds like they're belittling you or talking to you like you're stupid. But it's actually not that. The fact is that everything else that you learned was wrong, and the answers were that simple. It's just too spooky to see it that way, and it really is that way. Like a glacier and a glossary, one is hardened ice that is on water. So it's not just ice, because that's what frozen water is. But it's water sticking up on top of water as frozen ice. It's a glacier, like GL, generated or grouped land, as now, or as concept identified water, expressing a recognized, that's what we call it, a glacier. So then I said, that's when water forms into ice, and then we take that ice and name a certain amount of ice a glacier. Now, what do we do with words, which are invisible, just like water is sort of clear? Okay, now words, we take actions or thoughts, and we describe them, and we put their concept into what we call, or those ideas we take and we put them into words. Now, those words get solidified like water, and we take those things and we put them in categories, and we make things like glossaries. Just like we have glaciers, we have glossary. A glacier is there expressing its thing, and it's recognized as that. There can be many different glaciers. But a glossary is a yoke yonder, because you're going to look at it, and you're going to take from that what you see from that. There's not going to be another glossary unless the glossary is in that book for that book. You know what I mean? Like, that's why certain things are Y and certain things are ER. There's reasons for all these things. And I can point them out really easily. That's why people go like, well, I didn't see that before. And I'm like, I know. And I don't know how to, I don't want to, maybe I shouldn't say I know. Because that's why I'm telling you, because most people don't know this stuff. And nobody knows this stuff to this intensity. And it's really, really deep, really simple for me. But it's, when we get into people and their emotions, those are very powerful. You go from something so simple as love and peace, and then people feel hurt, powerful, and rage, and anger, those things can really change the tide. And you can do the wrong thing on purpose when you don't care. And trying to get people to stay in a caring mode while they hear the truth and it hurts them, it's not something you can expect. You can't expect people to just be happy as they get hurt by the truth. But they have to take it in, let it go, do their work. It's something everyone has to do on their own. So that's basically what I wanted to keep out of what I talked to my mom about for most of the day. And I wanted to sum it up because I have so much to say all the time that I don't want to just continuously record things into my phones when I have thousands of them, like 5,000 recordings, but I only put out 2,000 so far because nobody's really watched them. That's fine, but why do it then? I need to know people are listening, so that's why I want them in person. Anyway, that's all for now.